What if the house next door, the one that stood empty and rotting for years, suddenly wasn't? What if the only thing more terrifying than the silence is the sound of a moving truck pulling into the driveway at 4 in the morning, with its headlights off? You tell yourself it's just an eccentric family, but as you watch from behind the safety of your blinds, your instincts scream that something is fundamentally wrong. You realize that while they are moving in, they haven't turned on a single light, not even a flashlight. Welcome to Shadowland, a place where darkness breathes and silence speaks. Tonight, we peer through the curtains of a quiet Ohio suburb to witness a homecoming from hell. Stay until the end if you want to know what they were really carrying into that basement in the dead of night. It's the kind of quiet you only find in the American suburbs at 4 a.m. That heavy, pressurized stillness where even the crickets seem to be holding their breath. I was up, standing in my kitchen in the dark, nursing a glass of water when the silhouette of a massive box truck drifted past my window. It didn't roar, it purred like a dying animal. It stopped in front of the Miller place. No brakes squealing, no door slamming, just then. The back of the truck rolled up. I watched, hidden by the shadow of my refrigerator, as 3 figures stepped out. They moved with a synchronized, jerky precision that made the hair on my arms stand up. They began carrying heavy plastic-wrapped shapes into the house. Not boxes, not furniture. They were long, vaguely human-shaped bundles that didn't sag when they were lifted. I told myself I was being paranoid. Maybe they were just artists or antique collectors who didn't want to deal with the humid Ohio afternoon heat. I went back to bed, and for 30 seconds the warmth of the blankets made me feel safe. I closed my eyes and breathed. Then I remembered I hadn't seen a single light go on in that house. Not in the hallway, not in the kitchen, not even a flickering phone screen to guide them through a house they'd never lived in before. They were navigating the pitch-black layout of a strange basement as if they could see through the very wood and drywall. I crept back to the window. The truck was gone. The street was empty again, but as I stared at the Miller house, I saw a movement in the upstairs window. A face, pale, wide, and entirely too still, was pressed against the glass. It wasn't looking at the street, it was looking directly across the yard! At me! Even from 50 feet away, I could tell. It wasn't blinking. It didn't have eyes. Just 2 deep, hollow shadows that seemed to drink in the moonlight. If you want to survive the next night in Shadowland, make sure to subscribe and leave a light on in the comments. It helps us find you in the dark. Sleep well. If you're sure you locked the window.